Hi guys, it's Ali. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at Nars' newest foundation, and it is the light reflecting foundation. So if you want the tea, then go ahead and keep on watching. First things first, depending on when you're watching, I'm either really close to 9k or making my way towards 10k, which is my 2020 goal. So do help your girl out and don't forget to subscribe before you go. I mean, now's a good time to do it, just so you don't forget. Because I mean, the video is going to have all the tea and all the juice and everything that you want to know. So this would be a good time to subscribe, you know, just so that we've got our bases covered. But anyway, we are looking at this foundation, which I have been excited about since it was announced. But obviously, because I'm in the UK, I knew it was going to take some time for me to actually get my hands on this product. As soon as I saw it was available, I snatched it up. So we are going to look at it today. I have avoided watching any review videos just because, I don't know, I kind of just wanted to get my own opinion out there first. So this is £37.50 here in the UK, and it is a standard 30ml product or 1 fluid ounce, depending on the metrics that you use. So some of the claims that this foundation has is that it blurs imperfections, smooths the look of textured skin, and helps conceal blemishes, dark spots, and redness. It's meant to visibly improve its skin's clarity after 6 weeks of daily use, and that's because this is a hybrid product, so it is a makeup slash skincare product. So it does have skincare infused that's supposed to improve the look of your skin the more you wear this foundation. But I won't be able to speak on that aspect just because I don't wear foundation daily, and it does say 6 weeks of daily use, which just isn't me. I literally only wear makeup to film. I'm not even gonna lie. So it's medium to buildable coverage with a natural finish. It's breathable and it comes in 36 shades. My typical Nars shade is Macao. That's what I've got the Longwear Radiant in, but I do have Marquises in the soft matte, which I actually really like as a shade. This is what Marquises looks like, which I don't think is a bad match for me. I'm also going to swatch this light reflecting foundation next to this one just to see if the shades are consistent with the different formulas of this foundation. One thing about this foundation that I haven't seen in the other sort of hybrid skincare foundations that are launching this year is this light reflecting situation. So this one features a photochromic technology, which is basically a photo-friendly powder that adjusts complexion tone to the responsive intensity of light so that the skin never appears washed out. So yeah, there's a lot of technological something that's going on in there, but yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this swatch and let's do some face application. I'm going to do half a side first using a beauty blender, and then I'm going to do the other side using a brush, but we're also going to see how it compares to just my natural skin as well, and we'll also look at the shade and stuff like that. So it's very similar to the Radiant Longwear in the fact that they're both glass shaped and sort of rectangular. Their sheer glow is a bit more rounded and square like, so I'd say this one is like the Radiant Longwear's little sister, and it's not got a frosted glass or anything, so this is just what the shade looks like. And then if you go ahead and take off the cap, there is a pump on the inside, which we love. So I'm just going to do a pump on my hand. So this is what one pump of this product looks like. So that's the amount that you get in there. Okay, so it's a bit more liquidy than I expected. Kind of feel like I should have got Macao, but this is Marquises in the light reflecting, and this is Marquises in the soft matte. So this one's a lot closer to my skin tone, I feel like. But I think this is going to work out okay. It's just a little bit on the warm side for me, but I think... let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, that's gonna work. And then this is the soft matte one. I feel like this is just a Charlotte Tilbury situation all over again. Yeah, I think both. Yeah. No, I'm not worried. I did actually go ahead and pick up a new Nars Primer. because I wanted to try out something new. So the one I picked up was the Smooth and Protect Primer. I do really like the Soft Matte Primer. That's probably one of my favourite primers at the moment. But I wanted to see what was going on with this one. So that's the one I'm using today. This one smells like a lotion. Oh, and it's thick too. If it wasn't so small, I'd probably use this as a sunscreen because it's got 50 SPF in it. And I really like the way it makes the skin look. But we're not here to review the primer, but I feel like my skin looks really nice. I think I'm going to do double layers as well. So let's go 1 pump. That's definitely not going to be enough. So I'm going to put 3 or 4. Yeah, I'll do 4 to begin with. 4 pumps for half a face. Maybe I'm the one that's overdone it, but we'll see what happens. I think the shade is okay. It's a little bit, yeah, it's definitely a little bit tanned for me, but I think it's actually just going to work out to be absolutely fine. I think I'm definitely going to go back and pick up Macao in this foundation if I like it. Ooh. And yeah, 4 pumps was definitely overkill because I've got so much product left on my hand. So I think 2 pumps to start. Or 4 pumps for a full face. Because I don't know why I thought I needed 4 pumps for half a face. But that's what I've done. But this... no, my skin looks nice. That looks nice. And the shade, no, okay, the shade is okay. The shade is okay. Yeah, you couldn't tell that this isn't like my exact match in this foundation. In fact, I might even fool you into thinking that it is. Okay, that is... listen. That is actually really quite lovely. I think I like that a lot. If I look straight, can you even tell? Can you? Yeah, no, the coverage on here is really quite nice as well. I think that's the main difference between the both sides of my face right now, apart from obviously that radiance that's pulling in from this side as well. Yeah, so here where I've got the hyperpigmentation, it's a lot more covered on this side. I wouldn't say it's like perfectly covered, but it's covered enough that I've got an even skin tone. This is cute. This is nice. So now we're going to do the brush application, and I'm absolutely using my favorite foundation brush at the moment, which is the number 11 from Mima Cosmetics. I love the look of this foundation. Okay. It's got a soft scent to it as well. I'm not entirely sure if I can name the scent because I'm not sure what it is. But it has a scent to it. And this, I haven't added any extra pumps of foundation. I just used the remainder of what was on my hand. Probably shouldn't have put earrings on until the look was done, but we're here now. So this is the brush application and this is the sponge application. Honestly, I think both are absolutely fine. I've gotten into the habit of doing my foundation with a brush these days, so I'm probably going to do that more. But whichever method you prefer, I think it's okay. But yeah, this is how we're looking right now. I think this year it's definitely going to be a skincare meets foundation type of year, and I think choosing a favorite brand or anything like that, it's going to be quite difficult. But I do have the Charlotte Tilbury one that I did mention, so if anyone does want that comparison video or just, you know, want to know my opinion, then yeah, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section down below. But I think right now I'm leaning more towards the Nars, just because of that coverage. I think it's got a little bit more coverage on it. I don't think there's a need to build up this coverage though, because I did say I'd put on a second layer, but it just doesn't feel necessary. It feels like it might be overkill. But for my people, I'm gonna do it. So I'm going to go in with more pumps, maybe 3 this time. And I'm just going to use the sponge because it's easier to disperse the product using a sponge, I feel. And this is a pretty big sponge, so it covers a lot of surface area. I feel like the additional pump for me, it's just not needed because now I've gone orange. The shade was okay before the second pump was added, but I feel like now it's just transformed my skin tone. I suppose if I was wearing my exact match, this situation wouldn't be happening. And it did add more coverage, that second layer did. It's not full coverage because I can still see through, like I've got just, what do you call them? I don't want to say it's a birthmark, but it's just a dark marking on my nose. And I can see it right here, right there, right there. So it's not like a full coverage situation, but I do feel like we've gone a little bit oompa loompa. Just a little bit. But I think once I set the product and the shine goes away a little bit, I think we'll be in a better position. So that's what I'm going to do now. I do actually have 2 of the light reflecting NARS powders. So I have Sable and I have translucent. They did have an offer which included the translucent one for free. So this is just what the translucent one looks like. And then here is Sable that I bought with my own money. I'm not sure if Sable's going to be too dark for me, but we will see. Let me just swatch it. I think it's going to be okay. And they do come with these little applicators, so let's try the applicators out. And I'm just gonna, yeah, no, this is too dark for me. Should I see? Yeah, it adds depth. But the swatches online, they looked a lot different. But yeah, no, this one's adding depth, so I'm just gonna not proceed with that because, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give the translucent a shot, and I'm gonna try and use a brush for this side. They also have a loose powder version of this, and I picked it up last year in like January for like a ridiculous price, like £4, but I have lost it. But it would have been nice to use it with this foundation. Yeah, so I think translucent's definitely more my cup of tea because Sable is a bit dark. So I'm just going to do a light dusting all over my face. So this is what we're looking like now that I've gone ahead and pressed some of that translucent into my skin, and it is looking a lot more like what I would have wanted. You know, before I was looking like it was my first day in year 2 and my mom just grabbed the Vaseline and just, you know, if you know then you know, if you know then you know. But yeah, no, this is cute, and I actually really like the powder as a complement to this foundation. So it's like a light reflecting powder, and if you like take a look at it, my camera does not want to focus for me today. It's got like it's got a specific kind of finish to it, you know, so it's not like super matte. It's got like a pearl, that's the word I'm looking for. It's got a pearlescent finish to it, which is very pretty. So yeah, this is where we stand right now. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and come back with my final thoughts on this foundation. So this is the finished look, and my final thoughts on the foundation is, you know, honestly, I just reconsidered the fact that it is a £37 foundation, and I said to myself, child, that is steep. That is, now is it 27 or 37? Because if it's 37, I'm about to collapse because I can't believe that I spent £37 on the foundation. I'm just gonna double check the price. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely £37.50, and that for me, I don't know, man, it's up there with like Pat McGrath type prices. And it's a nice foundation, but these things are getting expensive these days, you know. I'd be really intrigued to see more sort of drugstore brands doing the whole hybrid situation and just how they do it and stuff, because I mean, not everyone can afford a £37.50 foundation, because there's things to be paid for. Like, the cost of living is going up, okay? So yeah, it's an interesting product. I think Nars nailed their formulas every single time. I don't have any issues with any of my Nars foundations. It's just that price though. But yeah, overall, I don't know how I feel. I feel like part of me feels like the Charlotte Tilbury one looks better on the skin, but this one delivers more coverage. I think that's currently where I'm at. I'm gonna have to do a side-by-side of both of them and just update the comment section down below. But I don't really have many issues with this product apart from the price point, because it's a bit expensive. But this is just luxury makeup, and the prices that we unfortunately have to pay. If there is anything that I left out or forgot to mention in this video, do leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you didn't subscribe earlier on with everybody else. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today is actually a very busy filming day for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and film the rest of my videos, and I'll see you in my next one.